All right, welcome back, students. What we're going to do today is calculate a rate of change from a table. The table is showing you the number of cricket chirps per minute as the air temperature is changing. So you notice we have temperature starting at 40, then goes to 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Your chirps at 40 degrees, you have no chirping. But as soon as it turns 50 degrees, you hear about 40 chirps per minute. Then you hear 80 chirps, 120 chirps, 160 chirps, and finally 200 chirps. At this point, the question is, find the rate of change in the chirps per minute between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. As you recall, the rate of change is actually a fancy name we give for slope. So we need the equation for slope. The equation for slope was m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now we just need to figure out which one is x and which one is y. So for that, we need to understand the difference between the dependent variable and the independent variable. The dependent variable depends on the independent variable happening. Well, if you look at the way this table is set up, if there is 0 degrees temperature, there would be absolutely no chirps because, well, they're all frozen. It starts at 40, and at 40 degrees, we still have 0 chirping, so they're probably all still sleeping or hibernating. And it doesn't look like they wake up until the temperature reaches about 50 degrees, and we start hearing their chirps. So the temperature is controlling the number of chirps. Since this is the case, we are going to consider the temperature the x variable and the chirps the y variable. All right, now we need to know what 2 points we are working with. So we need point 1 and then point 2. Well, you notice the way they set this up. 50 degrees is the first point, 80 degrees is the second point. So over here I would put P1, and over here I would put P2. All right, we have everything we need to fill out that formula. So, well, we need to find y2. Well, this is the y, and here's the point 2, so we're going to replace this with 160. y1 would be your y. Go to your column where P1 is located, and you'll notice that's a 40, so go replace this with a 40. x2, this is the x row, so we need to find a column 2, and column 2 is right here, so we pull that number, which is 80, and we put it right here. Well, finally, we take x1, which is this row, this column, so we replace this with 50. All right, now we just need to do our math. So 160 minus 40 is going to be 120. 80 minus 50 is going to be 30. Now we just need to plug this in our calculator and see what we got. Well, what we got was 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay, what does that 4 represent? For every minute of chirping, for every minute of chirping per 1 degree temperature variance, you're going to hear 4 chirps. So this is 4 chirps per minute at 1 degree. All right, well, that makes pretty good sense. So now we just need